All right, everybody, welcome back to Cooking A to Z. My name is Steve, and today we're going to be making a delicious breakfast casserole. So let's get cooking. All right, guys, this is the keto egg bake. First thing, as you can see, I've got the sausage in the pan. The burner is already preheated. I've got it on a medium-high heat. This is 1 pound of Italian sausage. The thing I love about this recipe is it is very high in protein. In addition to that, it is a versatile recipe. We can use sausage in it today, but if you don't like sausage, but you like bacon, you can add bacon to this. I've done it before with ham diced up, and if you're somebody who doesn't eat meat at all, you can just make it a vegetable egg bake. It is very versatile. So there you see, guys, we've got the browning of the sausage. This is what we want to see here. Now, I did call this a breakfast casserole in the intro. You can also, many a times made this our evening meal. Get home from work, looking for something to eat. You can make this up. It doesn't take a lot of time. And probably the longest thing about it is the baking time, and we'll get into that here shortly. But yeah, it just feeds a lot of people. It's going to be in a 9 by 13 pan finished. And so we're going to go ahead and finish getting the sausage browned, and then after that we will put the rest of the ingredients together. All right, guys, so we've got the sausage off the heat. Next thing we need to do is we need to crack a dozen eggs. It takes a lot of eggs for an egg bake. So let's get cracking. All right, we got the 12 eggs in the bowl. Next thing we want to do is just go ahead and give these a stir. Mix this a little bit. It's a lot easier to do this now than wait till all the other ingredients are in here and then try to get these eggs mixed up. So, let's see here. All right. That looks pretty good there. All right, so we got our eggs mixed up. Next up is going to be 3/4 cup of heavy cream. Right. Go ahead and add that into the egg mixture. There we go. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a 8-ounce bag sharp cheddar. I'm using Sargento. Got that in there. And then I want to just grab a wooden spoon and we want to mix all this up before we add any other ingredients in. It's not looking too bad. All right. All right, next up we're going to do, we have a couple of teaspoons of dried mustard. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. And we're also going to add about a tablespoon of chopped onions, dried onions. Add that in. Go ahead and give it another stir. Right. And then we're just going to finish it off with a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. That's the salt. Here comes the pepper. All right. So that's what your egg mixture should look like before we pour it into the pan. Just want to make sure. It looks like we got some mustard that's still hanging out there. clumped up a little bit. We'll try to get that taken care of. Break it up with the spoon. All right, that's not looking bad. All right, so then we want to grab our 9x13 pan. I went ahead and sprayed that with some Pam. We're going to grab the sausage that we cooked off earlier, and we're just going to go ahead and put that into the bottom of the pan. Just make sure it's kind of evenly spread out there. Everybody gets a little bit of sausage. All right, that's not looking too bad. Then we really love the roasted red peppers on this recipe. So I just buy these in a jar, and we're just going to spread that on the bottom. There we go. So we got that in there. And last step is to go ahead and add in the egg mixture. Just pour that out on top. Scrape out any in the bottom of the mixing bowl. And then just go ahead and, sometimes it's easiest just to take the pan itself and tilt it up a little bit. Kind of want it to look just like this when it's ready to go in the oven. So we've got the oven preheated, 350, and we're going to pop this into the oven. Should bake for 30 to 40 minutes. Now the macros on this, guys, is pretty insane. A serving of this is going to give you 31 grams of fat and 21 grams of protein. So if you're somebody who is, like I said, on a keto diet, this right here is the way to go. We'll go ahead and pop this in the oven, and I will check back with you in 30 to 40 minutes. All right, guys, here's the finished product. This was in the oven for about 35 minutes. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. Let's go ahead and cut a piece, and we'll see how it tastes. All right, I cut a piece, put a little sour cream on it. Yeah, this is delicious. You get the sausage, you get the cheddar cheese flavor. Let me know in the comments if you guys have tried this. As always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have an idea for a future video, a recipe that you'd like to see me try, put that in there as well. And we'll catch you on the next video.